Remember that one?
Mm-hmm. They have it
was that Courtship for
too.
Eddie's father?
Mm-hmm.
I thought you wasn't supposed to be best friends with your kids. But that don't matter. Back in the day, we was like best friend.
People, let me tell you about it. So much fun. Whether we're talking man to man or whether we're talking son to son.
Son to son.
Son to son.
He's my best friend. He's my best friend. Wow. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Yeah, that was. Oh, you remember all of that?
Yes.
Yeah,
back in the day. Who would name a show The Courtship?
Because his dad was dating.
I know, but just could call it that. We've gotten better with our names.
Well, there's a goat and a dog that are best friends.
That just shows you that anything, well, pretty much, because I'm sure there's some that things that grow together that just either end up killing each other, or
that
becoming best friends.
The joke about the snake. The man found a snake that was frozen.
I'm saying not that.
Well, let me tell you, the man found a snake that was frozen, and and he was dying, and so the man picked the snake up, put it in his jacket, and warmed the snake up. Warm. Took him in the house and nurtured the snake, brought him back. The snake was on death's door, and the man brought the snake back. And as soon as that snake was back to being healthy again, he bit the man. And as the man was slowly dying, he said, "Why would you do that to me? I took care of you. I fed you. I kept you warm. I brought you back from death." The snake said, "You knew I was a snake when you picked me up."
But I'm just saying, a snake probably is not a good example of animals that grow up with each other. Because that snake will probably try to eat them.
I'm saying that to say, how many people have died and their dogs have eaten them? And they was like, "That's my dog."
Because they were hungry. I guess.
Or cats. All of them.
If you're really, really hungry,
at the end of the day,
you'll eat your best friend.
But at the end of the day, it's an animal.
But I'm sure there's some animals that can't what is the word? They can
coexist?
Yes. Even as babies.
Nothing is. This one guy started following him on YouTube. I should put his page in the description. He's funny. He's a comedian. And he did a short where how black people are when you come over their house with their dogs. Mm-hmm. And so he was there, and his friend came in the door, and the dog ran over there and started jumping on his friends like a pit bull. And then he was like, "Get your dog." And then he said, "No," he said, "Get it." And the black person said, "It." He got a name.
Oh,
that's my child. You don't call my child no it.
Okay.
And then told the dog, "Come here, Roscoe, leave him alone," or something. And then the dog came over there, and then he was like, the friend was like, "You're not gonna lock your dog up?" And and the other one said, "You can leave. This is his house." That's how people act with their dogs.
Yeah, like they're another person in the room.
You can leave. This his house. Mm-hmm. You visiting him.
That's true.
Lock you up. No, if I come over to your house. Oh, and then the other one was, people ask, "Does your dog bite?" No. Yes, he does. Yes,
they got teeth.
They bite.
Still in their mouth.
They bite. So I thought that was funny.
Yeah, that is.
Are you gonna be able to make it with this coffin?
I don't know. If I laugh hard, I had to get up yesterday.
God. All right, y'all. So we're gonna talk about the best friends, the dog's best friend. The Nashville, of course, the latest on the Nashville.
We're still talking about that.
Yeah, the Nashville.
I think a lot of people are making them politicizing it.
They politicize everything.
A shooting, really?
Yeah. And then, what else did I say I was going to talk about? Oh, Magic Johnson is by the football team.
Whoa.
Yeah, I know.
Not a basketball team?
Well, we would expect them
went to another sport.
Well, we don't have no black football owners, so we need a black football owner.
Okay.
There's so many other things too. Swarm. I
have not seen any previews of that.
I posted on my Facebook about Swarm,
the black
serial killer. Female. Yeah.
Does she? I wonder if there's a criteria that there's certain people she killed, or
I'll tell you about it.
Things to
no,
her.
No, it's very interesting. Donnie Glover.
You were a lover.
I love
what's his name?
Dexter. But I didn't watch the real serial killer guy.
What's the real serial
Dahmer.
killer?
I didn't watch
But
that.
no,
I don't like real serial killers.
Well, that's why I was saying
I like fake serial
Dexter,
killers.
but even if it's fake, it could still be people that are really fit that criminal mind.
If it's a serial killer, I like them to be different. Like Dexter was a police officer.
People who kill people.
And he was a police officer.
Yeah.
Swarm, she's a fanatic fan.
Oh.
And it's really Beyonce. It's the person who she, that's the star. It's Beyonce.
She kill people that mess with Beyonce?
If you say anything, if you go on the internet and say, "Oh, I didn't like her outfit," or she'll find you. And she will. She's a beehive. Beyonce has a fan base called the Beehive.
That's scary.
But it's real. And a lot of people think Beyonce got something to do with this show.
Somebody sat down and said, let's make a person's character.
But it's true.
A serial killer.
It's true.
Crazy fan.
You know how many people lives have been threatened over the internet and stuff?
People have comb over.
Yeah.
The comments he's made, people have gone to threaten other folks for that.
It's not
that's not far-fetched.
It's not a far reach. That's what I'm trying to say.
Wow.
So we'll talk about that. Okay. But anyway, let's start off with M. Perk. Mike says, hello, ladies. Hi, Mike.
Hey, Mike.
We still talking about this. We got.
Well, I think.
Go ahead.
They talking about it again. Well, every time something comes out, whether it's a mass shooting or anything that happens in our country or in in other nations, there are people who want to politicize it. There are people who want to give their little spin on it so they can get the little light shine on them. So they show can get ratings. So they can stir up things. So people are automatically, we made a comment about the young lady who did the shooting being a transgender.
Right. Which is it is important to the story, but it's how you report it.
Yeah.
Because I saw Hannity say,
what did he say?
The mass shooting, this transgender shooter. What purpose did he have to say that the person was transgender?
Right.
Now, if you're reporting that this person went to the school when they were younger and it's a Christian school,
right,
and the fact that they're transgender, that might have something to do with maybe their anger.
Yeah.
Because
they were taught about their life and all of that.
I'm talking about traditional Christian.
Okay.
You do not believe that people are born female inside of a man's body. Mm-hmm. You believe in Adam and Eve. Usually you don't believe in gay or homosexuality. Mm-hmm. I'm saying traditional Christian.
Okay.
And so if this is a school that's traditional Christian,
their teachings on
they're not going to teach in favor of homosexuality, transgender, any of that.
Right.
So if her parents made her go there, then they're going to be like, that's probably where some of that anger stems from.
That could have built up.
So if you're reporting it like that.
And a lot of them are not. That's why I'm saying a lot of people are politicizing it, because on the one end, they're making it about, I think, who was it that made a comment about, transgenders with guns. Oh, that's dangerous.
That's
they may go out and do this. Really?
Yeah.
That's anyone with a gun.
Exactly.
Color, race, sexual orientation, whatever.
Anybody that has some mental issues.
So they're politicizing it on that end. And then you got the extreme. Because it was a Christian school. Oh my God, we're being attacked by they're attacking us because of our beliefs. Because we're Christians.
Why do people act so extreme on everything?
Whoopi said,
if you're going to normal people.
She made a good comment. She said, if you're going to cry, Christians, she said, you didn't do that when that shooter went in the black church and was shooting those people in the black church.
Well, then it was racial. See, race supersedes religion.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Race supersedes religion. If you do something with people are black or whatever race,
the color is already there. It's not even the religion anymore.
It don't matter about the religion. It's the color. He went in there because he didn't like black people.
And Whoopi said, excuse me, Mr. Christian man with the Christian school, they coming at everybody. Everybody. Don't think because you're a Christian that you're exempt from a shooting.
But I just feel like everybody's so extreme on both ends. That's why I told you I don't think it can be a middle ground, because people are ridiculous on both sides.
They take the opportunity, I guess, even when Comb Over does it. Anything that goes on in the news, that shiny object, They take an opportunity to do, hey.
Right. And then they politicize it. And what happens is the victims and the families get pushed to the side. Yeah. And you don't even think about them anymore. No. You don't even talk about the fact that it was kids. You're talking about guns, like guns and
gun that she used. And the person who did the shooting, she took out three kids' lives. Yeah. No one's talking about those kids.
Nobody's talking about the future.
What did they talk about? What was
the mental state of kids going to school?
They got to deal with that. Mommy, I'm scared. Yeah. They may shoot me too.
And but in my opinion, just like I was watching, what's his name? Charlemagne on the Breakfast Club. I said it, and now it looks like he's saying the same thing I said. That's the culture. That's what it is. And learn to deal with it. And I almost feel like people, when we say that, y'all get mad because y'all like, no, you gotta have answers. And then no.
Sometimes you just don't have an answer.
I would agree if the people in office had sense. But because they're money hungry, and a lot of them, whoever got their hand in their pocket, money wise, that's the person that gets the thing. And then people are just stupid. That's what we saw January 6th. There's people that's just plain stupid.
Well, I know Alyssa did bring out a point, not to condone them, but she said, think about it. They were fighting in their heads, their freedom that was going to be taken from them. They in their heads.
That's what I'm saying.
They felt like that was a strong argument. Now you think to go and tear down the Capitol building.
Those same people, you can come to some medium thing with an AR-15. You think you can sit out at the table with people who kicked in the windows of the Capitol and sit down and go, well, let's come to a happy medium on the gun thing.
Well, you did hit the nail on the head when you said it's about money.
It's about money.
Sarah did bring out some numbers about how much money. Think about it. The people selling the guns, the people making the guns, the NRA and all of them.
Everybody.
What's that dang on gun again?
AR-15.
AR-15. Those guns cost a lot of money.
And they not
our little dinky guns don't cost that. They make big money on those types of guns. You think they're going to let it go?
I told my sister, do what America has always done.
What?
Which is secretly do everything that you're saying. All this stuff about
make things publicly so they know it's being done.
All this stuff about make sure we register AR-15s. And it's not going to happen.
I think the FBI, like you're saying, are already doing it.
Do what you've done since the beginning of time in this country.
Tap our phones. And
have a file. You have a file on everybody who has one.
The government knows.
They'll follow you. You go and you purchase something like that. You automatically get on their radar.
They flag you. It's an asterisk by your name when you go buy one of those.
And you got a file. So I guess if you go to the hospital, if you break your toe, the FBI going to go, oh, Roger Johnson broke his toe in
why not
something, Georgia, and he has an AR-15?
But think about it. Why not just say that?
You can't say that because if you say that, America likes to feel...
They can get mad all they want to, but you can't do nothing about FBI flagging you.
No, you can't. And hopefully, like I said, I'm surprised our channel isn't taken down by now.
Okay.
America has this ideal of we're free.
Yeah.
So as long as we think that
our liberties,
it's almost like the blue pill or the white pill in the Matrix. Do you want the blue pill or not the white pill, the red pill? Want the blue pill or the red pill? Most people, I think the blue pill, you stay ignorant, right? Whatever.
Oh,
whatever the pill is that I see what you put in front of me. We'll take that blue pill every time.
Okay.
I feel like, and I know people hate when I say this, I'm taking the blue pill. This world is not my home.
Yeah.
I'm just passing by. So my home is in glory with God.
I can't feel
why
at home. I can't feel at home.
So why do I want a red pill to see what's really happening on this planet? Give me the blue pill and let me go home to God.
Think about it. Why do you need a pill per se to let you know what's going on in the world if you got the true answer? Those of us who believe, Holy Spirit, give us knowledge, understanding, all truth.
Exactly.
tap, tap, tap on your heart.
Stay prayed up.
Don't go outside.
Don't go
outside. There's going to be something going on.
Or if it's your time, you'll feel that too.
I feel peace. And I just say bye to this world.
Say, see you later.
So you got the best insider person, Holy Spirit, God, whatever, that lets you know what's going on, so you don't have to take no pills.
And well, I'm saying if they force you to, I'll keep the blue pill. I don't want to know what's going on. But America likes to feel free. So you can't tell people we have a file on you. Because people will be upset and they'll be like, the FBI is spying on me?
Are they really that ignorant? Because we see what they did with Martin Luther King and Malcolm X.
More people are stupid.
I mean, FBI, everybody, Big Brother watching. What's the movie that Will Smith was in? And it was in his shoe, in his pen.
Right.
I
know what you're talking about.
That movie.
Enemy of the State.
Enemy of the State. That movie had me concerned.
But it's the real thing.
Because they are watching. And the moment... And y'all,
isn't it funny how they find a criminal if it's when they want to find him? Like even with the Jussie Smollett.
Yes.
With Jussie Smollett, there was 1 million cameras that came out in Chicago.
Yes.
They had cameras at the subway, cameras down the street, cameras at the hotel, cameras in the car, cameras everywhere.
Thank you.
But yet, how many kids get shot down every weekend in Chicago and they can't find nothing?
The camera's not working. No film in it.
So that's what I'm saying. When they want to find you, when they have to, and then you have a lot of informants. Remember?
Yeah.
The FBI would allow little petty crimes. They'll even allow big, like the M-word crimes.
Yeah.
If their goal is something bigger.
Yeah.
So a lot
they don't want the little man. They want the big man.
So a lot of stuff.
I've seen on the police shows some of those storylines where the cops are really pushing to get that pusher on the street, the next level up, maybe 2 levels up, and the FBI steps in.
They don't
messing with our investigation.
Leave it alone,
because we need the bigger guy.
While y'all sitting there,
y'all just gonna let the little man go free. We are trying to get the big man.
Okay, so while y'all sitting there fighting over registering AR-15s. Please believe the FBI is already on it.
Oh, well.
They're gonna know.
If you say so.
I'm telling you.
They wasn't on her.
No, I'm saying since everybody's fighting over it now.
Okay.
How do we know they don't know? That's what I'm saying. We don't know. They could be trying to say.
The little computer go off going, we knew she had one.
And in their minds, she's a small fish.
She had one.
We're trying to get the main people that's pushing these guns, this AR-15 through the.
But they must be okay, because these must be manufacturers, like Sarah said on the View today. This is big money. This is NRA big money. This is bigger than us.
And I feel like the FBI, whoever they're gonna take down, Congress, it's gonna be congressmen, it's gonna be senators, it's gonna be governors. I just feel like they building a case, and I feel like a lot of times we don't know. They're not gonna tell you.
Yeah.
And if they not, they sure are now. So just leave it alone. There's not going to be a happy medium. The people who kicked in the door at the Capitol are not going to sit at the table with you and decide on how we can come to some happy medium on these guns. They feel like the country, I told you, they feel like they got to defend themselves one day against this country, treason, and they need these guns and all these things to be able to
like
be
the
safe.
End of the world comes.
And as a Black person, I'm sorry. How come every time a law is done, we get the short end of the stick?
What do you mean?
Whenever there's a law,
I kind of understand, but what do you mean?
We're the ones in jail. We're the ones. You know what I'm saying? We always get the short end of the stick.
Yeah, okay.
So if AR-15s become illegal, whose house is they going to kick in?
Well,
Black men. He gonna be sitting there eating with his family, and the government gonna come to the door. Excuse me, we heard you have an AR-15,
so they have to go to Joe Smo's door.
Nah, because it'll
Texas.
Be a bunch of hilly-billy Joe Bows in Georgia or Mississippi that got 16 of them buried in the backyard.
16 of them.
So nah, we always get the short end of that. But if anything go down, I like the fact that brothers is able to arm too.
Let's see. Because like you said, Big Brother watching.
Big Brother watching. Let me say hi to. Okay, so M. Perk said, hello, ladies. Kiki says, hello, sisters. Wendy says, afraid for my grandson. We have had lengthy conversations about hiding. Yeah, sad. And Wendy says the birthday girl. Oh, happy birthday, Wendy.
Is it today?
Yeah, it's her birthday.
Oh, happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Why you gotta harmonize?
Happy birthday, dear Wendy. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, Wendy.
And
my mom said many more.
Okay.
All right, y'all. So let's hear what they gotta say.
Okay.
Biden pleaded with Congress to take action after the latest school shooting tragedy in Nashville. And so far, they've responded by digging in behind party lines. Take a look.
Why not ban AR-15s?
Why not talk about the real issue facing this country in regards to this shooting, which would be mental health?
Today, I will introduce a resolution explicitly condemning this massacre as the hate crime that it is and calling upon this body to condemn hateful rhetoric that leads to violence.
Okay, I mean, look, some people are using this as an excuse to demonize the transgender community. I mean, crazy stuff. So is this once again, are we just weeing in the wind?
Well, first and foremost.
Has Wendy always Has Whoopi always had her fingernails polished?
Sometimes.
Oh, maybe I don't watch clothes. I just noticed it just seems like she's glamming up more, but go ahead.
She has it polished sometimes.
Wendy says Stevie's versions laugh out loud.
Happy birthday to
Oh, go ahead.
Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday.
Never understood.
You're gonna make me cramp again. Stop.
Welcome, Wendy, on our show. For you to time of your busy schedule to be a represent of the state that you live in. And I know our chat is last, but somehow you get your comment in.
Okay.
All right.
Got it. Oh, Lord.
She says, ask Mom what time was I born. Mom, what time was Wendy born? What time? Yeah. Noon? She think noon. Wendy says, no whoopies, just started. Oh, I thought that too. I thought this whole glamour thing. Okay. She said, laugh out loud.
Okay. But
you said all the stuff they were saying,
yeah,
right?
because Sarah brought some numbers out with it being big money with those guns because you make more money with those guns being more expensive.
What did Whoopi say? What's her view?
Well, she didn't go into her view per se. She's just kind of start the conversation.
And what did I know Joy is,
but one of
everything.
the things Sonny kind of made me angry today when she was saying as far as mental illness, and I was hoping that Alyssa got her question out to challenge Sonny. Nobody at that table is saying that every shooting is a mental ill person.
It is.
No, not every shooting. Remember?
Oh, not every shooting, but every shooting of a school is.
Certain kinds of shooting. Yeah. It could be somebody just angry with somebody and they want to take them out.
I agree.
You hurt me. Boom.
But if you go and shoot up a school or a church or
pretty
a
much
school,
you got
you
some mental
crazy.
And that's what she didn't want to. She thinks that it was a blanket statement about mental illness because most mental illness people don't go out and hurt people. Some of them are victims themselves.
Why can't she just say, look,
I get
not every person who has mental issues is a serial killer.
That's what we all been saying.
But every serial killer has mental issues.
That's what Alyssa's saying. She said, well, can you tell me what frame of mind that lady was in when she went to the Nashville school?
Thank you.
Come on now, Sonny. We get it. A lot of us got family members. Sarah has even alluded to having some mental breakdowns and had to talk to a specialist to get us through. We think the word mental illness means crazy.
Exactly.
It doesn't. We can have a mental breakdown. Our family member can pass away.
I do say, I am a victim of saying a victim. I am a person that does say crazy.
You don't say crazy. Because some women have lost their baby and they've had a breakdown.
I know.
So I
say
it.
acting crazy, but you shouldn't say that word.
But that type
but
of shooting is like
no, that's somebody
thinking
that's somebody that's crazy.
Something wrong with her mind.
Yeah. So Sonny was acting stupid.
I think she went too far with it. I
get
it. Your family members are victims, or they're not people that would go and kill.
These people go too far. I told you that. All right, move
Okay.
on. I'm sick of talking about this Nashville thing.
Okay.
And it's nothing new. I don't think any new news came out about it.
Oh, gosh.
We already know about the whole thing. They're going to find out about the whole girl's life and everything. If she was Muslim, she'd be already called a terrorist or something.
Yeah.
But she's a white girl, boy, whatever. They keep saying, quit calling her a girl. She's transgender. She's dead. That's all we care about.
Get the
you
sex
got some nerve, people
get
with
the
this
identity
pronoun
right.
thing.
Get the identity right.
And then you got people with
give
the
her the
pronoun.
respect that she
gets none. And to be honest with you, we talk about how we love when the cops do things good and when they do things bad. I told y'all before we even saw the videotape, I loved how the cops went in and took care of her. No body armor. Remember you were saying get that thing? Somebody would have been waiting for that thing. We gotta. So who got? Go get that thing to get behind the shield
all the time.
I'm just saying they didn't wait.
Don't y'all think they should carry that all the time?
You
never know what situation you're
They showed the body cam. Whoever showed up first went in. And they swept each room and got to the second floor.
But that's nice to have.
I agree with you. I agree
have
with
them
you.
in the car with you.
I agree with you. But I love how they went.
Especially when you got a live shooter that's in the school.
I love how they went in and took her. It wasn't no talking. They was coming down the hallway and she firing like an idiot.
Yeah.
They came around that corner and wasn't no talking, wasn't no put the gun down, wasn't no hide behind, like how you see in the movies.
Well,
we hide behind here.
Hostages, though. That's when they grab hostages.
They didn't even care.
Then you gotta talk.
But they didn't even look for hostages. They came around that corner.
When they saw her, the live shooter.
That's it.
And they took her out.
Even if it was hostages, they would have still took her out.
Oh, I don't know.
Yes, they would.
I don't know. With kids in her arms.
They would have took the shooter in the head.
That's dangerous, though. What is the rule now with hostages?
Nothing. You going down because hostages mean we're not supposed to.
With kids,
we're not supposed to negotiate with hostages.
I know.
And I love how the teachers got the kids out. And they was running through the woods. Did you see that? They was running through the woods and they was coming across the highway. And those teachers was getting them kids and people was stopping their cars and stopping. They didn't know what was going on. When you see a bunch of kids coming out of the woods, running, you don't need to know what's going on. Stop.
Just get out the way.
And this one man said, I had a feeling it was something that's shooting at the school. Because if you see a bunch of kids, school kids running, you know something's going on at the school.
Yeah.
So people stopped their cars and was helping the kids get out, and the teachers was picking up kids, and I love it. So that means they have an escape plan. Yeah. Remember I told you that.
I'm hoping every school does now.
I hope every school does.
That's like a given.
But theirs wasn't inside. Remember we said that. Remember we were saying if you don't have the capabilities.
So they ran out.
If you don't have the capabilities of hankering down inside that classroom.
I wonder how they all got out.
Get the hell out of that
maybe
building.
It's not a big building.
Even if it's the second floor, if there's a ladder in the room, break that window and get them kids out of there.
Wow.
Ain't nobody got time to hunker down in the desk.
You know what? Maybe, I don't know if schools are doing this. If they do have second floor and third floors, they should have a chute that comes out right away. And the kids just slide down one at a time. Slide down.
We wouldn't be able to fit through that.
I don't care. I'll break that chute. I'll slide down on that chute.
But you get
half of my body. I don't care. Hang it off. I'm going down that chute.
But make sure you get all the kids out first.
Oh, of course. I had kids on top of
you. Don't want to come on. You don't want to like the chute is stuck
and then I break it.
Right.
Oh, no. Oh God.
And if I was a parent and your fat butt was down that chute and every kid is still in the
they would talk about
it's still in the room because you want to go out first.
It's like, what's his name on Seinfeld?
Yes.
When he pushed all the old people, George was wrong. Pushing them old people out the way to get out.
Everybody out the way to get out.
Oh, gosh.
But yeah, as long as you're the last one. You said I'll take the shoe with
Jimmy,
me.
Anybody in here? Okay, here I go.
Can you imagine? We making light of, but can you imagine you getting in that shoe and the guns that come in and you looking at them?
I don't know. I would pray right away. I'll be like calling on Jesus. Oh, you know what? God loves you, just so you know. He loves us all. Repent. Turn from your wicked ways. I don't know what I would do. I get shot. At least I planted a seed. Oh God!
If I was the shooter, I would let you go. Just the
Just
fact that
laugh.
just because you stuck, I would not leave you alone. I would let you.
Oh, that's favor.
That's favor.
Oh, thank you, Jesus. I didn't get shot. Okay.
I like the idea of a shoot though.
Okay. Yeah.
They may have one. We don't know.
Get those kids out because that shooter's inside.
That's not a bad idea. I like that.
So, okay.
Are they going to listen to that idea?
I don't know. But for schools that have more than one floor,
I'd like the idea of a shoot.
Okay.
Maybe goes down, if not out the building, down to the basement, and that you can't get in.
Yeah, it slides down somewhere. Everybody has one in their room.
Wow. I like that. Yeah. That's not hard to build. Why can't they do that?
They could just put hole in the wall, the floor, hole in the floor.
They do it for garbage.
Yeah.
And laundry.
Yeah.
A shoe. That's good. All right.
The kids will love it though, even though they're scared.
No, they'll jump in that shoe.
Yeah, jump in that shoe.
Wendy says my grandson said they practice in his school. Yeah, that's
and sad. I'm just wondering, what is their exit thing? How do they?
We don't want to know. Don't tell us. Because you don't want future gun people knowing what it is.
Know.
So don't tell us. For God's sakes, media, don't tell us.
Okay.
Y'all want to find out everything and report everything. Do not tell us what the escape plans are for the school.
Thank you. That's true.
All right.
Okay.
Magic Johnson, probably to be part of a record-breaking $6 billion deal to buy Washington Commanders.
Wow, dude got that much money. Wow.
Well, you know, he's a billionaire.
Wow.
NBA legend Magic Johnson and Josh Harris Group have officially placed their bid for the ownership of the NFL team, the Washington Commanders. Now, you remember they were the Redskins. Mm-hmm. They changed the name because the Redskin thing.
Yeah.
The first thing they need to do if he buys this team is change Commanders. That's a stupid name. The Washington Commanders.
He probably won't.
You don't think so? Mm-mm. Well, anyway.
Because they just changed it already.
I would change it again. Mm-hmm. It was confirmed earlier today that the former LA Lakers star could have team ownership under his belt with the team's potential acquisition. He would be the first African American, which we want. Johnson isn't alone in purchasing the team, as the current owner of the Philadelphia 76ers is reported to be his partner.
Oh.
Aside from being the owner of the Sixers, Harris is also the co-owner of NHL's New Jersey Devils and the co-founder of Apollo Global Management.
Okay. That would be good.
Last week, CNN confirmed the partnership between Johnson and Harris. Dan Snyder, the current owner of the Commanders, has an asking price of $6 billion to those who are interested in purchasing the team.
Okay. And so far,
and he put his bid in. Magic Johnson.
Was he the only one that had put a bid in so far?
I don't know, but nobody should bid against him. Who wants to be the person to bid against that? A black person owning a team.
Yeah.
We'll be like, sit down.
Right. We wouldn't be happy about that. Because the fact that he's going towards...
Yeah, and it's Magic Johnson.
Yeah, he's been my favorite since... when I was in college, it was the Lakers was like hot.
Yeah.
It was the Lakers, Philadelphia, and New York. Boston. Those were the hot teams back when I was in school. Back in the olden days. Mm-hmm. But Magic was my number one. Yeah. Kim can tell you, I love Magic Johnson.
She Magic Johnson. Mm-hmm. Wendy says his net worth is $620 million.
Beautiful. More power to you, Mr. Magic. Make
it
happen.
So let's hope that deal goes through.
Okay.
I would love for Magic Johnson to be the first owner of an NFL team.
Okay. Get down. That's good news.
All right. Now, best to our best friends.
Aww.
People, let me tell you about my best friend. He's a one-hearted person and love me to the end. People, let me tell you about my best friend.
Remember the courtship of Eddie's father?
Yep.
That theme song is on a commercial, too.
Unlikely goat and dog duo living in harmony as inseparable besties will be headed to a new home.
Both of them together?
Yeah. There is an unlikely duo staying right now at the Wake County Animal Center, a goat and a dog who are bonded and sharing a kennel and have been snapped by staff cuddling in their kennel.
Aww.
Director Dr. Jennifer Federico, says usually you don't mix species, but these two animals have a special bond, unlike anything staff has ever seen. It shows things are possible and they don't see the difference. In the playpen area, the odd couple will run around and chase each other. The goat is named Cinnamon and the dog is named Felix. Cinnamon in particular is extremely attached to Felix. Aww. The goat will whine and cry whenever the dog is taken away. Aww. Wednesday, ABC 11 learned that Cinnamon and Felix are getting a new home together.
That's sweet.
An out-of-state rescue organization is helping the duo. The Wake County Animal Center director confirms to ABC 11 that the duo is staying in the area and going to a family in North Carolina. The duo initially came to the shelter in protective custody. The owner was hospitalized and eventually the two were surrendered. Now, I don't want to be negative Nancy.
Okay.
But people eat goats.
But not as much as, if it was a lamb.
Is this a West Indian family?
I don't know. Because if it could be Asian, they eat dogs.
Not Asian people eat dogs.
Some countries eat dogs.
Oh, some countries, but don't say Asian people.
No,
eat dogs.
Not. I'm saying as far as the stereotype you just said.
West Indians eat goats.
That's just wrong.
Curry goat.
I'm saying he could still be a pet.
All right.
Why can't something be a pet even though we eat it? If I raise chickens, I'm still gonna eat a chicken. I don't know. I may change.
What, Mom?
Pigs. Pigs.
That's true. I would say the same thing if that was a pet pig and a dog going together. How do we know that person ain't gonna eat that pig?
I don't think so. Because the fact that they're bringing them together means that they know that the bond is really strong.
I love the pig's guts.
All right, Mom.
Really, Ma? Really?
That's not a normal
combination.
That's not a normal combination, said Federico. Usually we have dogs attacking goats. So this is just a very unusual group. That's what I'm saying.
I'm thinking it's the same as what's that the people do their TikToks when they're showing a little chicken running with a cat or a little puppy being raised with another animal like a squirrel or something. I think because they were probably, I don't know if they were babies. They didn't say.
They said they came together and they don't know how old they are.
See, came together meaning they could still
be
grown.
The owner had them.
So they may have been together since birth.
They came together. Oh, we don't know. Staff is worried about what will happen if they separate the two and are trying to make them a package deal. Mm-hmm. They get along great. They hang out in their kennel. Even with the stress of the shelter, they've been doing great. So they're kind of a cute pair. There are some strong leads, but no commitments. Staff hopes to find a new home for the unlikely pair by Friday. Somebody would have to want
to take the dog. The goat is going to be a problem.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. Who wants a goat?
Unless they got a farm. Because you got to don't you have to be licensed to have that kind of animal?
And if you have a farm, how is he going to be if you have other goats? He going to be chasing the other goats, but that one leave Felix alone?
I don't know. What kind of fat person will have to take these two on?
I know.
Unless he's just going to have to cry. Don't cry for me. Don't shed a tear. The time I shared with you will always be a goat and a dog. Okay. It's a beautiful story, but I hope it has a happy ending. That's the only thing.
Well, we'll see.
Okay.
But that's the latest. They trying to
video shows it, don't it?
They trying to get somebody to get this dog and this goat.
Has ever seen before. How about for you, Cinnamon?
We're going out. No. He's like, this is my friend. All right, go Felix.
It is not at all what people would expect to see in the playpen at the Wake County Animal Shelter. A goat and dog running around chasing each other.
Hi, you want to play?
And gobbling up every last treat I brought when meeting the odd couple.
You guys friends?
The goat is named Cinnamon. The dog, Felix. Cinnamon, in particular, is extremely attached to Felix. The goat will whine and cry whenever the dog is taken away. They do everything together and have even been snapped by staff cuddling in their kennel.
That's not a normal combination. I mean, usually we have dogs attacking goats. That's not So this is just a very unusual group.
The duo originally came to the shelter on protective custody. The owner was hospitalized and eventually the two were surrendered. Staff isn't sure how old either of them are, but have learned, strangely enough, the goat is actually house trained.
These guys obviously have been raised together.
The shelter is trying to put them on a path to their forever home and asking rescue organizations for help.
This is not the ideal environment for a goat to stay long term.
There's been interest, but mostly just in Cinnamon. Staff is worried what'll happen if the pair are separated. So, as bizarre as it might be, Cinnamon and Felix are a package deal.
Even with the stress of the shelter, they've been doing great. They're kind of a cute pair.
Okay, so there are some leads, but no commitments.
Can I ask you a question? Hold on. Exactly what I just said.
Not to eat them.
Why would you want the goat over the dog?
I would want a goat, a pet goat.
No, you ate a pet goat.
I wouldn't.
Not a pet goat, but you ate a goat.
I wouldn't take that goat to eat them. I think somebody probably have an interest in them because they don't want that dog.
When did you have that curry goat? When did you have that curry goat? How many weeks ago was that?
Oh, I don't know. So
you would want a goat, even though you ate one.
No, I can see why somebody is interested in the goat. He's trained,
and the dog is trained too.
I don't know.
I see why they want that goat.
Isn't that dog a pit bull?
They want that goat to eat that goat. They don't want that goat for no other reason.
I don't think so. They can get goat meat somewhere else.
Well, what? He's fresh.
No,
they
that's
want
just
him.
Wrong.
Why would they want the goat over the dog?
Story.
But why they want the goat over the dog?
I don't know.
I
honestly don't think to kill him.
All right.
Okay, we'll see though. Cinnamon and Felix.
Wendy says, "Is it a boy and girl?" I don't know.
I don't know because I thought about that too. They not kind of.
We don't know.
Freaky are they? Because you never know. Animals don't know. They just whatever.
We don't know.
He in heat. Is that a female?
I'm assuming the name is males.
Oh, Felix. Yeah.
Felix is a man, but Cinnamon could be a girl. That could be a girl.
That's true.
I don't know, y'all.
Okay.
All right, but that's
maybe we'll do a follow up and see what happened to Felix and Cinnamon.
Felix is gonna be in somebody's kitchen.
I don't think so.
I mean, Cinnamon.
It's a beautiful dog too. They just need to keep them together. They just need a yard.
Who wants a dog and a goat?
Why not? Some people have weird pets,
and you can't have a goat. That's an animal, like in people's cities and towns. You can't have a goat.
What license? Probably a person that has a yard and a farm or something.
Wendy M says, "Fresh goat is what's for dinner." Laugh out loud. That's what I'm telling you. Cinnamon gone, man. Okay. You better put. You know what? If they was good, they would put keep Cinnamon and Felix together. Because if you let people come and get Cinnamon by itself. That I'm telling you,
she'll cry.
No, I'm saying that goat they have curry goat.
Oh well.
So
okay.
All right. So that's the dog and the goat. Swarm. You was asking about what Swarm is. Dominique Fishback plays the world's biggest and most murderous Beyonce superfan in Swarm, a blood-splattered pop culture provocation from co-creators. Excuse me, Janine Neighbors and Donald Glover. You know Donald Glover. Atlanta, the one that did Atlanta, the black guy that sings. You know Donald Glover. Yeah.
Atlanta.
Did the movie. He does the movie Atlanta. I mean the show Atlanta. You know the singer Donald Glover.
And he's a singer.
And actor. He's an actor, singer. Him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you know him. Okay, so anyway, this is his story. This is his show.
Oh, okay.
He created it and wrote it and doing everything.
Okay.
Her Houstonian character Dre, and remember, Beyonce's from Houston. Dre is willing to max out credit cards for concert tickets just as much as she's ready to murder online trolls to defend her celebrity's honor. It matters only for legal reasons that the singer Fishback's Dre is obsessed with, actually referred to in this Prime Video limited series as Nyreen S. Brown, not Beyonce. Oh. But it's Beyonce. They even have the whole thing with Nyjah in the elevator with the Jay-Z
situation
and the sister fighting. That's Beyonce. This is Beyonce.
Okay.
But the opening words before each episode, as abrasive as other things in this in your face limited series, say plenty. This is not a work of fiction. Any similarity to actual persons living or dead or actual events is intentional. They being funny.
Okay.
But it's basically, and I'm not going to tell the whole thing because in case people want to see it.
Oh, you saw it already?
No, I'm listening to people. Yeah, it's a series. It's seven part series on Prime.
You seen it?
No, but I said I was going to watch it. That's why I said I was debating about watching it. But it's basically about this crazy fan, which we all know is the Beehive. Beyonce has crazy fans.
A lot of them have crazy fans.
Yes.
Not just Beyonce.
And the fact that it's called Swarm and the Beehive, Swarm
at you.
Come on.
Yeah.
That's the Beehive. And she's obsessed. You know, that's Chloe Bailey. She's in it too.
Oh.
That was her roommate.
Oh.
Okay. So the fact that she's an obsessed fan and she goes after people who either say bad things about Nyjah or if even a regular person, like on the internet, if she see your comment and you say something bad, she'll find who you are and come after you.
So she has a lot of people to hurt.
Yeah. And apparently she kills like every episode, several people.
What's wrong with her?
She crazy.
But do they not know then, I guess?
No, they don't know who's doing it.
Wow.
Why would you're not putting it together? It's random people. Who are you putting it together that this is this person?
But then they gotta come to some conclusion that it's fans.
Well, I didn't watch
like
it.
What's the thing that they all have in common? They're all fans of that person that made a
not a
comment.
fan. It could be somebody that just made a comment on his own.
No, I'm saying they're all noticing start to start.
Oh, that they connect to that Nyjah.
Like, oh, she said a negative thing too about Nyjah.
Yeah,
this person's killing people that says things about Nyjah,
and even to the point to where she even gets to like an after party or a pre-show or something where Nyjah's there, like Beyonce, and I think she bites her, and in real life, what's her name? Bit Beyonce.
Really?
In Love and Basketball. What's her name?
Oh,
you know what I'm talking about. Shania, whatever her name is.
Yeah.
She bit Beyonce in real life.
I heard about that.
Yeah.
What was her reason for that?
I don't know. They said she was on high or something, but
okay.
They even took that story. So it's too many stories that's like Beyonce.
Okay.
In real
even
life.
To be called Swarm.
Yeah. Okay. So I think it's the Beehive. So my thing is season 1 was about this Beehive. They should do season 2 and do another fan base. Like Nicki Minaj's Barb's. Like I think this should be a series.
Why do you think that? That means that there's serial killers in each person's camp?
Yeah.
And not just this knucklehead.
But then the
watching.
The next celebrity, but not the next celebrity is not Beyonce. The next celebrity is like Nicki Minaj or Taylor Swift. It could be the Swifties. Something like that. Oh, but I like the idea.
Taking it to that level.
I'm saying taking it to that level.
Okay.
So I like it. I gotta watch it though.
Watch it.
I might. Okay. I'll see. People keep saying it's good, so Wendy says with the dreads. Wendy says that could cause a copycat crime. Yeah. Yeah. But I think that's what's gonna. I think the Beehive is gonna answer to this because people already called him crazy.
They may get mad that this is so close to them.
Yeah.
So we'll
maxing out your credit cards to go see somebody.
Thank you.
Come on, all of that.
Some people do.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Crazy.
Okay. Video of deadly fire at Mexico Migrant Center causes outrage. Did you hear about this? They play that on the news, right, Ma? Yeah. You heard about it?
The fire in Mexico?
The fire Mexico. Outrage is growing in Mexico following a fire at a migrant center. It kills 38 migrants. Footage has emerged which shows the moment the fire started at the center run by Mexico's National Migration Institute. Uniformed officers seem to walk away as the blaze erupts in a corner, leaving a group of men behind in what appears to be a locked cell.
Oh.
They left them in there.
I wonder, was that on purpose?
Well, you know it was on purpose.
That's not right.
The man unsuccessfully tried to open the barred door as smoke quickly spreads. The BBC verified footage by reverse searching at the thumbnail and 7 frames from the 32-second video and found no copy of it before Tuesday evening, indicating the footage is recent. It also spoke to Alejandro Corona, a coordinator for the refuge service in this place, who visit the facility weekly. She said the view seen on the video was consistent with the location of a security camera at the entrance to the men's detention area. So these guys were protesting how they was being treated behind bars.
Okay.
And all of a sudden we get this fire. And they can't get out.
That's not right. Okay. A lot of stuff is Mexico, you're not looking good. I'm sorry. With a lot's going on in that country.
See? Look at the guard.
Just standing there.
Look. They're not even letting them out. They didn't let them out.
Oh, that's mean.
Look, they in there stuck.
Oh, no.
Yep.
So they in trouble.
Well,
right?
We'll see. This is Mexico. So,
Mexico needs to start, people need to start taking, being accountable, and people step in and hopefully, because we still waiting on updates from, what's her name?
Who?
Shaquilla.
Oh, yeah, the Shaquilla Robinson
Yeah,
case.
anything Mexico right now. People, they're even putting the word out. A lot of people are not going to Mexico for travel and tourists. Yeah. They just want to stay away.
Did you hear about this meatball? Food company creates a meatball from a woolly mammoth cell. It's like a dinosaur cell. They took the cells of a woolly mammoth. That's those big prehistoric elephants with the long tusk. And they created a meatball with it. And they can't eat the meatball because they don't know if it'll kill us or not.
Okay.
An Australian food company called Vow recently created a meatball with protein cultivated from a woolly mammoth cells, highlighting a new approach to food that just may become more normalized in the future. According to The Guardian, the feat was done in the highlight how cells from unconventional species can be utilized to create a new meat option, as studies have shed light on the negative impact that livestock has on the climate change. So my thing is...
Now, is this considered just like any other animal?
But my thing is...
Remember when we were in Africa and we saw all kinds of...
But why are you going to prehistoric animals when there's still animals on Earth that we haven't eaten yet?
I didn't think that you can do that, though. I thought that they were... when they become distinct, or what is the word? Extinct. That those animals can't be touched.
Well, they are.
So why would you go to a...
They're using the cells.
No, that's not good. I get it, but I don't know if that's going to catch on. I get it because they're trying to find an alternative for meat.
While on the subject of mammoth meat being cultivated, we should note that this isn't the only major recent scientific development in the realm of cell biology. As the Shade Room previously reported, researchers were recently able to create baby mice through the cells of two males. Notably, these two mice pups eventually grew up and went on to produce offspring of their own. What do you think about this latest scientific development, and would you be down to ever try a mammoth meatball?
No, probably not.
Nobody's going to eat that.
That's when I would become vegetarian. Because I'm not eating nothing like that's coming from something else. Now, if it's an animal in itself, like an animal I've never heard of, or an animal I may have heard of and never tasted, but not from some...
And there's enough animals we still have that are not extinct that we could eat.
So I don't get it. I really don't.
So that's stupid. I thought I said that. We got cancer. We got all these other things they could be studying. They spending millions and millions of dollars and hours to create a meatball from an extinct animal.
From mammoth cells.
When there's animals on Earth that we could eat.
Yes.
That we haven't even started eating yet.
No. Thank you.
That show your waste.
Okay,
Starbucks. In clash with Bernie Sanders, Starbucks Howard Schultz insists he is no union buster. Now, you've been hearing about Starbucks trying to have a union, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Are they going to make me? Okay. Oh, hold on. Wendy says, but they scared to eat it. Yeah, they don't want to eat that meatball.
If you scared to eat something that you've put together,
yeah,
what makes you think we're gonna be happy to go? Okay,
they're gonna stuff it down some guy's throat. He'll take one for the team. It was a hearing for the history books. Billionaire Howard Schultz, the resoluting anti-union architect of Starbucks, faced Senator Bernie Sanders, the outspoken champion of the union movement in Congress. Schultz was once a prominent Democrat, hailed as a progressive corporate pioneer or better pay and benefits for service industry workers. On Wednesday, under threat of subpoena, he appeared in the Senate to address allegations that Starbucks has been breaking labor laws as it fights its employees' nationwide unionization push. Over the past 18 months, Starbucks has waged the most aggressive and illegal union-busting campaign in modern history of our country, Sanders said. The fundamental issue we are facing today is whether we have a system of justice that applies to all, or whether billionaires and large corporations can break the law with impunity. Schultz, fresh off his third stint as Starbucks CEO, repeatedly denied any wrongdoing. Sir, Starbucks Coffee Company unequivocally, and let me set the tone for this very early on, has not broken the law, he said. The statement was met by some laughter from the gallery.
Now, for somebody screaming to have a union, meaning they're not being treated right. So that already lets you know the union will protect them.
He categorically denied being a union buster and said he took offense at being characterized as one. That also elicited laughter from the audience.
Because that's just, they're not taking this man serious. He's probably lying.
So let's see what happens here. He's been called in front of Congress.
They do need one.
What can they do this first? Stop talking and give us our coffee. I hate going to Starbucks and they hey Jill, what did you do last night?
How was your day?
Jill, what did you do last night? We're having a wonderful time here at Starbucks.
And how are you?
And I'm doing great. What was your coffee again? Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. It's coming.
And you sure you want nothing else?
It's coming. Did you want anything else?
What about apples or some bananas?
Or no. Okay. So if they could do that, I don't mind them having a union.
Okay.
Okay.
So we'll see where that goes.
All right.
I don't know why it's a problem having a union.
I know.
Putting one together.
Let's do your donkey of the day. Okay. This is it.
Yeah.
And then we're out of here.
Okay.
Charlemagne the God has donkey of the day, and Lenora always wants to know who the donkey of the day is. Mm-hmm. Well, today's donkey of the day from Charlemagne the God on the Breakfast Club is headed to jail for a drunk mistake. Man attempts to order a hit on his son, dials the wrong number, and gets arrested.
Okay.
A Cleveland, Ohio man has just been sentenced to 18 months in prison after attempting to hire a hitman to off his own son. The incident unfolded last October when Desmond Ramsey, 58, accidentally left 3 voicemails at the Budget Dumpster Company in Westlake. An employee discovered the messages the morning after and reported the incident to the local police.
Wow.
In court, the following transcript was read from the first message. Ring, ring, ring. It's a $5,000 hit on him, said Ramsey, referring to himself by whatever. Tommy.
Pseudonym.
I don't give a F where he's at or what he's doing or who he be with. K that be.
Okay.
In another message, Ramsey reportedly said, it's business. This ain't bull S. Police triangulated the number and arrested Ramsey. Under questioning, he admitted to leaving the voicemails after getting into a fight with his adult son the night before. When police left the room, he was reportedly heard saying to himself, he's still stupid, that he was headed to jail for a drunk mistake. Police say the intended recipient would have been reached if it weren't for a small error. It appears the person who was calling called another number a bunch of times that was 1 digit off from our business in Westlake. So when he called, he was 1 number off. Already, Ramsey intended to call an associate identified as Jesse. Drink your water. A member of a local motorcycle club. Detectives say that the man who Ramsey was attempting to call denied being aware of the plot. In court, Ramsey was charged with aggravated assault, reduced from an initial charge. Stand up.
Go ahead.
Stand up before you get another, what you call it. He was sentenced to 18 months in prison and 2 years probation following the completion of his sentence.
Complicity.
No, completion.
Where is that?
Right here.
Oh, okay. I was looking at the sentence. I was saying complicity to the commit murder.
Oh. So that is the donkey of the day.
Big donkey.
He called to put a hit on his son, but he dialed the wrong number.
A digit off. But the thing is, he only gets 18 months. He may come back and try to do it again.
I thought that was odd to give him 13 months.
Yes, 18.
Yeah. So that's your donkey of the day. Anything else?
No, that was it.
Okay.
That was stupid.
All right, y'all.
I'm like, what kind of relationship they have if you're trying to take your son's life?
So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Always believe. Make sure you like the video.
I don't know what just got in my throat. All of a sudden, y'all see me, I was okay. Go ahead. It's like something's tickling.
But yet you won't get up and leave.
It's not that. It's like, what's going on in my throat?
But you don't want to walk away?
It's not walking away gonna help.
You'd rather be doing all this?
Falling over.
No, keep going.
Keep going, Kim. Keep going. I'm okay. Like Mama said, I'm okay. Now you leaning on me, it's gonna make it worse. Like you're gonna hurt me again.
No, keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
Okay.
It's like, get out of here.
No. I'm gonna stay with my friends and family. Okay.
All right. And that was another Woods Report. Now she can leave, y'all. See y'all later.